My name is Sophie Carter. I am 28 years old. I live in Manchester with my parents. I work at a small company. I have a simple life, but my past was not simple. When I was in school, there was a boy. His name was Alex Reed. He was tall and popular. Everyone liked him, but he hated me. I do not know why. Maybe because I was quiet. Maybe because I was different. Every day he made fun of me. He laughed at my clothes. He threw my books on the floor. His friends joined him. They all laughed together. I cried many times. I told my teachers, but nothing changed. Alex continued. For 3 years, school was hell for me. Then finally, school ended. I never saw Alex again. I thought my pain was over. 10 years passed. I finished university. I got a good job. I became confident. I forgot about Alex. I moved on with my life. Then one day, my mother came to me. She looked happy. She said, "Sophie, we found a good match for you. His family is very nice. The boy is educated and has a good job. His name is Alex Reed." My heart stopped. I said slowly, "What is his name?" She repeated, "Alex Reed. Do you know him?" I could not speak. My hands started shaking. I said, "No, I do not know him." My mother smiled. She said, "Good. His family wants to meet us next week. You will like him." I went to my room. I closed the door. I sat on my bed. My mind was racing. Was it the same Alex? The same boy who destroyed my school days? I opened my laptop. I searched his name on social media. Then I saw his photo. It was him. Same face, same eyes, but now he looked mature. He looked different, but it was definitely him. I felt sick. I felt angry. How could this happen? Of all the people in this world, why him? I wanted to say no. I wanted to run away, but my parents were so happy. They had been looking for a match for me for 2 years. The next week came. His family visited our house. I wore a simple dress. I did not want to go downstairs. My mother called me 3 times. Finally, I went down. Alex was sitting on the sofa. He was wearing a blue shirt. He looked at me. For a moment, he seemed confused. Then he smiled politely. He did not recognize me. 10 years had changed me. I was no longer that scared little girl. We sat together in the garden. My parents and his parents talked inside. Alex said, "Hi, I am Alex." I said quietly, "I know." He smiled. He said, "You seem nervous. Do not worry. This is strange for me too." I looked at him. I wanted to scream. I wanted to tell him everything, but I stayed quiet. He kept talking. He told me about his job. He told me about his hobbies. He seemed kind. He seemed gentle. It did not make sense. After 1 hour, his family left. My mother was very excited. She said, "He is perfect for you, Sophie." His family agreed. The wedding will be in 3 months. I felt trapped. I could not breathe. That night, I could not sleep. I kept thinking, should I tell my parents? Should I tell them what he did to me? But it was so long ago. Maybe they would not believe me. Maybe they would say I was being childish. The next day, Alex called me. He said, "Sophie, can we meet? I want to talk to you alone." I agreed. We met at a small café. He ordered coffee for both of us. Then he looked at me seriously. He said, "I need to ask you something. Did we go to the same school?" My heart started beating fast. I said, "Yes." He closed his eyes. He said very slowly, "I remember you now. You were in my class. I was terrible to you." Tears came to my eyes. I said, "Yes, you were." He put his head down. He said, "Sophie, I am so sorry. I was a stupid kid. I hurt you. I hurt many people. There is no excuse for what I did." I asked, "Why? Why did you do it?" He was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "My father was very strict. He beat me at home. Every day I was scared. At school, I wanted to feel powerful, so I hurt others. I hurt you. It was wrong. I know that now." I did not expect this. I did not expect him to remember. I did not expect him to apologize. I said, "Do you know how much you hurt me? Do you know I cried every night?" He nodded. Tears were in his eyes, too. He said, "I know. After school ended, I went to therapy. I worked on myself. I learned what I did was abuse. I tried to find you. I wanted to say sorry, but you had moved away." I asked, "Then why did your family choose me for marriage?" He said, "They don't know. When they showed me your photo, I didn't recognize you at first. You look so different now. You look beautiful and strong. But when I saw you in person, I remembered everything." He continued, "I told my parents today. I told them I cannot marry you. I told them I hurt you in the past. They were shocked. My mother cried. But I said, 'It's your choice, Sophie. If you want to say no, I will support you. You deserve someone better.'" I was quiet. I didn't know what to say. This was not the same Alex. This was a different person. He had changed. He had grown. But could I forgive him? I said, "I need time to think." He nodded. He said, "Take all the time you need. I will wait." Then he left. I sat there alone for a long time. I went home. I told my parents everything. I told them about the bullying. I told them about the pain. My mother cried. My father was angry. He said, "We will cancel this marriage immediately." But something inside me stopped them. I said, "Wait, let me think." For 1 week, I thought about everything. I remembered the past. I remembered the pain. But I also remembered Alex's tears. I remembered his honesty. Then I called him. I said, "I forgive you, Alex, not because you asked, but because I want to be free. I do not want to carry this anger anymore." He said, "Thank you, Sophie. That means everything to me." Then I said, "But I cannot marry you. Too much has happened. I need to heal first. Maybe one day we can be friends, but not now." He said, "I understand. I respect your decision. I wish you all the happiness in the world." 1 year passed. I continued my life. I healed my wounds. Then one day I saw Alex again. He was volunteering at a school. He was talking to young students about bullying. He was trying to change others. He saw me. He smiled. I smiled back. We talked for a few minutes. It was peaceful. There was no anger. There was no pain. Just two people who had moved on. I did not marry my bully, but I learned something important. People can change. Forgiveness is not for them. It's for you. It sets you free. What would you do if you were in Sophie's place? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you for listening to this story. If you liked it, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to Story Reading in English channel. Your support helps more stories reach people like you. With every story, our English gets better and our hearts get stronger.